Good morning, you guys. How are you? It's Gina Brogan, and I am down here overlooking the beach, the ocean, whatever, all the things. And I'm clearly immersed in nature, which feels amazing. And I just finished my running up and down the hill. And I'm telling you what, this is what I want you to know and want you to take away. I'm going to just be really brief. And say, if you want to tap into your inner magic, go beyond your self-imposed limitations. Do the thing that you think you can't do. Sorry, I got little bugs. I'm all sweaty. Hey, Jennifer. I'm super sweaty, so I have like bugs who think I smell good, probably. But go beyond those limitations, those things that you say, oh, I can't possibly do that. And you know right now, if you comment in this live video right now with something that you know it's been on your mind and you're like, oh, I want to do this thing, or I don't want to do this thing, but it keeps coming up and I kind of sort of think I might need to do this thing. So you know what it is. So put it in the comments here if you are courageous enough, and put it out there to the world. So you can tap into your inner magic easily, instantly, daily by doing one thing to move the needle, turn up the heat just a little bit. You do not have to like turn it all the way up every single day and go beyond in every area of your life every day, because that will lead to burnout. However, if you can turn up the dial in those areas where you are looking to strengthen and improve, you can move the needle in your life and you will tap into your magic. You will raise your own vibration when you do that thing that you didn't think you could do, you didn't set out to do, but you're like, oh, I think it's time to do that thing. And then you get to the other side of it and you're like, whoa, I did it, I survived, I'm amazing, oh my gosh, I was scared, but I did it. So this is a small example. And you can apply this to any area of your life. You can apply this to relationships. If you do something courageous and you show up in your relationships just a little bit differently, like maybe you don't respond to somebody in the same way, even if it's your children, or somebody close to you, or your boss, or a client, or whoever, and you just show up in a little bit different way, or you tweak your nutrition habits. You say, you know what, I think it's time to let go of this thing that has a hold on me. And once you make that decision in your mind, you are unstoppable. Everything starts with a decision. So today I came out here to do my running of the ramps, and I typically run 10. And I'm like, I was on number 8 and I'm like, oh, that was really hard. I guess it's time to move to 11. And it's like, did I just say that? Yes, I did just say that. And so my typical 10 turned into 11. Now I have a new minimum. I just raised the bar on my own self, right? And by the way, if you want to watch my daily, like behind the scenes Gina Brogan, and see all the areas of my life where I'm turning up the heat and kicking my bullshit to the curb and stepping up even higher. Oftentimes I share that in my Instagram stories. I'd love for you to follow me on Instagram and watch my behind the scenes, watch my stories, because that's where there's a lot of fun and a lot of stuff I don't show on Facebook just because like technology. It's just easy and it's fun. It's a higher vibe situation there on Instagram stories, and you could just kind of watch me, watch the people I hang around, and just Gina's life. Because what my intention is, it's not to be like, oh yeah, watch Gina's life. My intention is to inspire you. My intention is to move you to laughter, to tears, and to action. To say, wait, I need to look at myself a little bit closer and say, you know, do I need to change my diet? Do I need to change the way I'm exercising? Do I need to change the way I'm showing up in relationships? Do I need to turn up the heat in some area of my life? Because if you are at that place where you're giving up and you're like, fuck this shit, you know, I can't win, it's always an uphill battle, that is a mindset, okay? And I want you to move out of that mindset of life is an uphill battle, and instead consider life an opportunity to continue to show up every single day a little bit brighter, a little bit higher energy, a little bit higher vibe, every day that you can, by improving the way that you treat your body, the way that you treat your mind, the way that you treat your your spirit and connect with your spirit, connect with your higher guidance, you know, your higher self and your higher power, because it's there. And when you start to turn that dial up a little bit more each and every day, and you treat yourself better, everything around you improves, everybody around you notices, you command a little bit more inner power and respect. So go watch me on Instagram in my stories and get some of the behind the scenes, and you can watch my the ramps I just ran. And I'm going to post the link for my Instagram here, and I want you to go there. I want you to go to Instagram, follow Gina Brogan at Second Act, and watch my stories and interact and answer the questions, and hopefully you will feel something in there and you'll go, you know what, I think it's time for me to change this habit. It's time for me to incorporate this habit. My goal is to inspire you to your next level, and I'm doing it each and every day for my clients and for myself. And you want to know why my clients are successful in changing their lives? Because I am doing the work. They're looking at me and they're seeing it, and they're like, well, you know, if I'm paying this girl to do to help me transform, and she's doing it and she's showing up every day and she's moving out of her comfort zone, well, then obviously I can do it too. So anyway, tune into your inner magic every day by pushing just beyond your self-imposed limitations a little bit more. And I'm going to use the analogy that Megan Lockhart, one of my coaches, uses. Okay, hopefully you can see on my tennis skirt. But she's like, if you think about, you know, every single day, you're stretching the rubber band just a little bit longer, a little bit wider, right? And you're allowing that rubber band to stretch. And as you stretch, you're going to fill that space, right? And as your rubber band expands, you expand, right? But if you just pull the rubber band and you're like, okay, today I'm going to run a marathon, and then you crash and burn, you're going to break and snap the rubber band. You don't want to snap. You want to expand and step into your higher self. You want to step into your new standard of living, of treating yourself, of your habits. And I teach it through habits. I teach it through daily habits. And when you know what your personal, your custom daily habits are in the areas that you choose, that your inner being says, I'm going to do this now, then you don't have to look around. You don't have to look left. You don't have to look right and compare and say, what's this person doing or that person's doing? You can look up. You can look up to your inspiration. People who are inspiring me right now, are my clients, because they're doing it. They're showing, and they're pushing me. When I have clients who are stepping out of their comfort zone, obviously I've got to keep going. I've got to keep going to keep them going, right? Hi, Jeannie, how are you? And so other people who are inspiring me right now, I'm in love with Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan Experience. He's amazing. He's a really wonderful human being, and he's demonstrating and modeling how to be a wonderful human. I mean, he's just great. He interviews people and asks questions, and he's also like always turning up the dial on his body and how he can completely honor this vessel. And that is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. If you notice, many most successful people now, they are really fit, right? Because they understand that mind, body, and soul connection. You cannot separate your mind from your body and your soul and expect to be successful. So anyway, tap into your inner magic. Find one thing you're going to do today that is outside of your comfort zone. And comment in the comments here in this Facebook Live, and I want to hear from you. What are you going to do differently today? Thank you. So I just ran 11. Normally I do 10. So I have just upped my game from this day forward, right? It's from this day forward. Yesterday I did my 45 minutes of yoga. And today, I don't know how long it took to run, but I did 11. And I will probably do a little bit of core work when I get home. So have a fabulous day. I hope you are inspired to do something just a little bit more than you did the day before. Bye.